Money can't buy happiness, they say, but it can buy wine. And $2 chuck aside, you can buy a lot of happiness, wine, at Trader Joe's. If I'm not a level 1 or below drinker, is it worth it? Let's find out. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I hope you'll take a moment to subscribe. Trader Joe's is synonymous with good food and cheap wine. And a lot of those bottles have the Trader Joe's label on them. So is there a Trader Joe's winery in the hills of Napa somewhere? Not quite.
Several wineries from across California contribute to Trader Joe's stable of inexpensive wines, including the Bronco Wine Company, makers of Charles Shaw, better known as $2 Chuck.
Now, being from New Jersey, it's still strange to be able to walk into a grocery store and see alcohol, beer, and wine available for sale. If you don't know, that's not a common thing in New Jersey. Our grocery stores don't typically carry wine and beer for sale. Though I'm lucky enough to live near a Wegmans and a Trader Joe's that both have beer, wine, and alcohol available. New Jersey has a law that limits the number of licenses to 2 per entity, whether you're a person or a corporation, and there's literally two stores in New Jersey, Trader Joe's that have wine, beer, and liquor available, and I happen to live near one of them. Wegmans is a privately owned grocery chain and so they've spread the licenses out amongst their family members, the Wegmans family. So Trader Joe's brand wines, they actually have a tiered system of price points. So your reserves are $9.99, your grand reserves are $12.99. I believe there's both a diamond and a platinum reserve. The store that I have near us didn't have either of those, so I'm curious down the road to maybe see if I can get my hands on some of that. We'll keep that for another video. But for now, I have 2 grand reserves and a reserve, a Meritage, a Zinfandel, and a Cab Sav. So let's start with the 2020 Cabernet Sauvignon. This wine is 14.1% ABV, which for a cab isn't particularly high. This is Alexander Valley, Sonoma County, lot number 95. So as soon as I open the bottle, I'm getting good aromas out of it. Lots of fruit notes, cherry, dark fruit, plum. Nothing surprising here. I imagine there's a little bit of pepper on the palate. That's nice, a little jammy. Again, those cherry notes, cherry flavors. Tannins are moderate to low, I think, which, kind of understandable for a cab. Acidity's a little high. Wine Fool level 1. It's not particularly adventurous. Quite enjoyable, to have with your steaks. Your rich, fatty meats. This is going to be pleasant. Is it going to knock anybody over? Not particularly. It's not going to astound anybody. Not bad. And again, like $12.99 price point. Can't go wrong. Buy a case. Go in for a bottle and come out with a case. Isn't that the Trader Joe's meme? All right, next we have the 2021 Grand Reserve Zinfandel. This is a Dry Creek Valley from Sonoma County, lot number 116, if that means anything. And this is a 15% alcohol, so high on the alcohol, which for Zinfandel, that's sort of the standard fare. Higher alcohol, moderate tannins. Yay. All right. Oh, I'm dripping. Gosh darn it, that's wine abuse right there. Not as much fruit coming off, sometimes you open a bottle and lots of fruit coming out at you. Not this one, not so much. Really light notes on the nose, a little bit of, again, the dark berries, cherry, plum, like a currant almost. Let's give it a try. Some smokiness there. Fuller body, which is probably a result of the high alcohol content. Definitely getting some of those dark fruit notes, a little bit more fruity, even though it wasn't as fruity on the aroma. Not getting that smell out of the bottle like the Cab. It actually, the flavors are more fruit forward on the palate. A little bit more bold than the Cab, just a little bit more interesting. Still, I wouldn't call this a level 2. This is still in, sort of more adventurous level 1 territory. Still trying out different things. I don't think this is complex enough. And I don't mean that to be in a snobby way. I think when we're talking about those levels, that's really what it comes down to. How complex is it? If I'm at a level 1, I'm not going to appreciate the complexities. And again, $12.99, really can't go wrong. You could hate it. You're out $13. We've had worse nights before, right?
Right, come on! Woo! Woo! We're streaking!
All right, last but not least, we have the 2021 Reserve Meritage, which is a red wine. This is a blend that combines Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Cabernet Franc. This is from Paso Robles, which is a wonderful region of California. This is lot number 239. And so this is in their scheme of ranking their wines. This is a step down from where these are. These are the Grand Reserve. This is the Reserve, and it's funny because these don't have much on the front on the label, whereas the Reserve gives a little bit of some notes, aromas of currants, sweet potato.
What the hell did you just say?
Sage, ripe blackberry, and licorice. We'll be the judge of that. And this is 13.5% alcohol by volume, the lowest out of the 3 wines that we're trying today. Again, that dark fruit. Getting a little bit of aroma off the just opening it up. And again, if you haven't watched any of our previous videos, introducing air, we're swirling it to get some air into it. It's been pent up in the bottle. Sometimes a little swirl, especially for reds. We really want to we're trying to aerate it a little bit, trying to get it some oxygen, loosen up some of those tannins that have been pent up in the bottle. Sweet potato, huh? Guess I better start smelling my sweet potatoes. Black cherry, plum again. Sort of your standard dark fruits, but a little bit of sweetness on the edge, like a bit of vanilla. Ooh, all right. Whoa, lots of tannins. Woo. Bolder. Interesting. So a little bit good body. Lasts on the tongue a bit. Tannins are really having that that drying sensation, which given the alcohol level, so you've got a little bit less body, but the or sensation of body, but the higher level tannins are kind of making up for that, and adding just a lot of mouthfeel. Yeah, this is going to challenge my level 1 drinkers. Early level 2 drinkers will appreciate this. And again, this is $9.99 at $10 a bottle. If you don't like it, what have you lost? So a little bit more complex, a little bit more interesting on the palate. Is it worth a level 2? Might not be. I don't know. It's that might be my naivete shining through. Is it drinkable? Yes. Have I met many wines that I couldn't drink? No. So that was an adventure. Trader Joe's wines, not for everyone, but if you're at the beginning of your journey and you want to explore other varieties of wine, and you have access to a Trader Joe's that sells alcohol, definitely something you want to try out. Again, like the $12.99, $12.99, $9.99, $36. For 3 bottles, not too shabby. We're not breaking the bank with this in terms of exploring new wine types, and not wanting to push that $20, $30 threshold, which you definitely don't have to do, especially early on. Like, eventually you will get to the point where you will want to explore those regions. What is that $25 bottle like? What's that $30 bottle like? Does a $50 bottle make a difference? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. So definitely, if this is, if exploration and pushing those boundaries, moving up that next level, pushing into your exploration level 2, Trader Joe's might be right up your alley. That's all we have for today. Till next time, stay foolish, and cheers to drinking better wine.